10 best places to visit in Barbados. Barbados. This tiny nation in the Lesser Antilles is a Caribbean gem. The soft sand beaches and turquoise water create postcard-perfect scenes, but it's the friendly Barbadians who truly distinguish this island. Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss the top 10 places to visit in Barbados. Stay tuned to find out. Number 10. St. Nicholas Abbey. The Jacobin Great House at St. Nicholas Abbey was built in 1658, and the stories that have grown around it over the years are as fascinating as the plantation itself. Despite its name, the abbey was a plantation with no religious affiliation. The property has changed hands several times over the centuries, but it's now owned by Larry and Anna Warren, who bought it in the year 2006. The estate has been restored and is now used as a sugar plantation. Visitors can tour the property for a couple hours to see antiques, learn about the workings, and explore the grounds. Cherry Tree Hill is a nearby popular lookout point with the views of the island and out to the ocean on the Atlantic side. If you have time, and especially if you aren't going places like Ferry Hill National Park or Welterman Hall Gully, which have their own stunning views, it's worth stopping to take a look. Number 9. Farley Hill National Park. The remains of the Great House on Farley Hill are overgrown with trees and vines, creating a scene that's perhaps more dramatic than when the hall was in its full glory. The house was built in 1818 and was occupied for many years before falling into disrepair in the 1940s. In the mid-1950s, it was restored to be used as a filming location, but the materials used were flammable and the Great Hall was destroyed in a fire. Then, in 1965, the government purchased the land and established Farley Hill National Park. The 17-acre grounds, which include the front garden and an area of mahogany trees in the back, provide picnic tables and relaxing areas. Green monkeys, sometimes with babies, can frequently be seen lounging in the trees behind you. The hall is completely fenced in, but the fence is very close to the structure, allowing plenty of opportunities to peer inside and see the interior arches. Number 8. Bottom Bay Beach. Bottom Bay on Barbados' Atlantic coast is a secluded golden sand beach reached via a long set of stairs and shaded by towering palms. Cliff walls line both ends of the beach, and the azure water stretches out to the reef, with deep blue sea behind reaching all the way to the horizon. You'll almost certainly have this lovely spot to yourself. And even if you don't want to spend time on the beach, you can see the cove from the overlook to the south. Bottom Bay Beach, the ocean, and another beach in the opposite direction are visible from a flat area. Number 7. Andromeda Botanic Gardens. Colorful brick hallways, stepping stones, and grass paths wind their way through these lovely hillside botanical gardens. Tropical plants from around the world are arranged in various zones to create small, intimate spaces. The palms, rhododendrons, and a massive bearded fig are among the highlights. These trees once covered the island and inspired Portuguese sailors to name it Barbados, which means bearded ones. The ocean can be seen from the highest level of the garden. It should be noted that the trails in this area are uneven, and in some cases steep, making them inaccessible to visitors with mobility issues. Andromeda Botanical Gardens only employs organic practices and takes part in research sponsored by the University of the West Indies. Number 6. Flower Forest. The Flower Forest is a pleasant surprise in the hills of central Barbados. The trails are lined with colorful flowering plants and trees, and shade-covered benches provide places to sit and relax. The 53-acre forest is always in bloom with something new. Beautiful vistas over the lush hillside and beyond to the ocean can be seen from the high points. The road leading to Flower Forest is narrow and hilly, but it's paved and it's less intimidating than it appears. Number 5. Folkestone Marine Park and Museum. The Folkestone Marine Park and Museum, located just outside of Hull Town, is a multi-purpose park where visitors can go snorkeling, diving, or simply just enjoy the beach and playground. The Stavron Acacia, a purposefully sunk ship in 120 feet of water about a half-mile offshore, is the most famous feature of the marine park. The ship is a popular dive site for experienced divers, and local dive shops can assist with trip arrangements. Don't worry if you're not a diver, simply grab your snorkel and paddle around the inshore reef to see the local marine life. Because the water's usually calm, this is a popular spot for paddleboarding and kayaking. A children's playground, tennis courts, picnic tables, and a waterfront boardwalk can be found on the park shore. The Folkestone Museum, which has exhibits and aquariums, is also on site. Number 4. Harrison's Cave. If you've had enough of Barbados' heat and brilliant sunshine and are looking for a cooler, darker environment, head underground to Harrison's Cave. A visit to this cave is accessible to almost everyone, because all that's required is getting into a tram car. Although the cave is dimly lit, the major stalagmites and stalactites are highlighted with special effect lighting. Flowstones, silent pools, and flowing streams are among the highlights. Guided eco tours are available twice daily for those looking for more adventure and to go deeper into the cave. Number 3. Barbados Wildlife Reserve. The Barbados Wildlife Reserve is an excellent location for viewing and enjoying some of the island's most notable creatures, including the island's famous green monkeys. The monkeys are frequently seen interacting with other wildlife at the reserve, amusing themselves by pestering tortoises and other residents. In this tranquil park, shaded trails wind through the mahogany forest. Within the facility, agoutis, monkeys, deer, tortoises, and iguanas roam freely, providing excellent opportunities for photography and close-up encounters. Other inhabitants include parrots, caiman, maras, and snakes. Try to plan your visit so that you arrive at the park at 2 p.m. for feeding time. The Grenade Hall Forest and Signal Station is located across the parking lot from the reserve. Admission to the zoo includes admission to this attraction. Number 2. Bathsheba Bay. Bathsheba Bay, located on the rugged Atlantic coast, provides a dramatic view of the ocean's erosive power. The beach here is popular with surfers, but not ideal for swimming because of the massive rock formations formed by the remains of ancient coral reefs undercut by the relentless waves. The water in the bay is shallow, and the surf creates a white lather, giving rise to the name Soup Bowl, which is well known in the surfing community worldwide. The road descends from a high plateau to the ocean and runs along the waterfront as you approach Bathsheba Bay. The remains of a staircase and structure can be seen in the surf, and a restaurant and vendor selling goods can be found a little further on. Stop here for a walk down to the beach or a meal. If you're looking for a different lunch spot, continue past this point and up the hill to the Atlantis Hotel, where you can dine in the hotel's restaurant. The De Garage restaurant, located just past the Atlantis, is a more casual option. A visit to Bathsheba can also be combined with stops at the nearby Andromeda Tropical Botanic Gardens in the Flower Forest. Number 1. Downtown Bridgetown. Bridgetown, the nation's capital, has a plethora of attractions, but it's also a lovely place to stroll around, shop, or eat at. The downtown area is easy to navigate, and the majority of the attractions are close together and can be reached on foot. The iconic Parliament buildings, with their neo-Gothic style architecture and clock tower, and National Hero Square are two of the city's main attractions. Across the street from the Parliament buildings is the lovely Chamberlain Bridge, also known as the Carénage, with views of the Constitution River. Yachts docked along the waterway and the colorful buildings that line the waterside walkway can be seen from the bridge. Wander inland from here to find the Nideh Israel Synagogue, St. Michael's Cathedral, and Queen's Park 1,000-year-old baobab tree. Allow time to explore the Garrison Historic Area, which includes George Washington House, the Garrison Tunnels, the Guardhouse, and the Barbados Museum. Well, with that being said, it's time to end today's video. Now, make sure you subscribe to our channel, Travel Global, and press the like button for more interesting stuff. Peace out.